No matter how bad your life is, there is somebody out there who lives in a small town. They got 3 kids, their husband is cheating on them, and they all share the same car. Your life ain't that bad.
So I don't drink, and one time this guy was like, wow, cheap date. And I said, not the way I eat. And he didn't like that. He was like, what? And I was like, dude, I'm kidding. Relax. The reason I'm not gonna be a cheap date is because I'm gonna rob you.
Marry a nerd. I'm engaged to a nerd. He's been out with his friend for like the last 3 hours, hasn't texted me, nothing. And do I feel the desire to text? No. Because is he out there cheating on me? Absolutely not. Is he out there spending too much on food and Pokemon? Probably, yes. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. I'll take what I can get.
I seen this woman was getting a divorce, and she said that she wanted to have the kids on the weekends and he can have full custody. And I just wanted to... That's what I'm talking about, girl. Because, yeah, as you queen, as you should, go live your life. Let that man have his children.
I've been repurposing the same cliche dating advice that my married friends give to me and just started giving it back to them. One of my friends said, now that I'm a mom, I just worry about all the time. So I said, don't worry. It'll happen when you least expect it.
You want to know what your man loves? He loves when you purposely grab his hand to show others that he's yours. He likes that when something exciting happens during your day, that he is the first one you call. He loves finding a I miss you text when he's been away from you. And he really loves that random call every once in a while just to hear his voice.
You know what I was thinking? Would men still date women if they couldn't have access to their bodies? Like, let's just say I was dating a guy and I was like, yeah, I don't want to have sex for 2 years. Would men still date me?
That absolutely depends. Would you still date me if I don't pay for anything for you for 2 years? Would you still date me if I don't protect you for 2 years?
So I was on a date the other day and it was going really well. We had like really good conversations. It was super fun. He gave me like a super sweet kiss goodnight. And at that point, I should have just gotten in my car and left. But for some reason, I'll never know why I did this. He kissed me and I said, hey, have a great Holy Weekend. Be good because Jesus is coming back. He's not religious or anything, so I don't know why.
I think that we have become a society where we have made certain people popular, and it's like, I don't want to see pregnant women twerking. I don't. Y'all might know who I'm talking about, you might not. Because that person has so much influence, they make it cool. And now you're teaching my 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 6-year-old daughter, if they want to be like you, they should be twerking. They should be pregnant. Certain things are okay. And I'm not here to judge anybody. I think you do what you want to do for whatever works for you. What I'm saying is we have to be mindful of the young women that are looking up to us. We have to be mindful that that doesn't work. And also, when you look at the people that these people are marrying too, you wouldn't even want that man. That man don't have no character. That man don't have no boundaries. That man is impulsive. He lacks self-control. That's not a man that somebody wants. That's a man that makes a lot of money and wears a lot of shiny things, which attract low vibrational females. That's not a high value man. That's a high earning man. And those two things get too confused too often. Right.
Hot take, but let's stop relying on men to give us what we want. It's not gonna happen. My friend said that she wanted to see the stars. He laughed at her because we live in Manhattan, and then I made it happen. My friend said that she wanted to go to a wine tasting, and he said it was too expensive, which I would agree with, except I did it for $35. Like, let's start showing up for each other instead, and I'm gonna start bringing that back. So follow along to see more.
If this is the case, then why do you have over 100 bodies? I think this is autistic, bro. This is why people think women are stupid. Your analogies and philosophical makes no sense. You saying dudes ain't handsome anymore, so why is your body count so high? If they wasn't handsome, then what are you doing? Ugly guys? You just shot yourself in the foot. You're a idiot. You anything. Men, we don't have to be handsome. We can be ugly and these still go us because they can't control their hormones. Let's keep it a buck.
But mind you, we have the same thing.
You want a trophy? Some illnesses affect people differently. I mean, a few years ago, that's a great example. Some people were like, oh, it's just like a cold, and then other people were literally in the hospital. It doesn't mean he's weak or something. I mean, this is so weird to me, how invalidating women are to men being sick. Isn't that the man that you love? Isn't that the man of your dreams right there? Where's the respect? Where's the empathy? Where's the care? Great, you have more energy, perfect. That means you can take care of him and the kids a little bit easier. Isn't it better that one of you feel a little bit better than the other? But at least one of you guys can keep up with everything? Why does it have to be a competition? You both can feel like crap at the same time. That's okay. I don't get it. Trying to compete with your partner on not feeling good or being sick. Like,
things you should say to men just to piss them off. If you were athletic, what sport would you play? I think we have an intelligence gap here. I don't know. I just thought your voice would be deeper. You have the confidence of a much taller man. Ooh, you are so sassy. You smell better than I thought you would. I can't explain it, but you look like you'd be a slow runner. Do you not travel a lot? I love your pixie cut. You are so frugal. Like, did your mom do a lot of couponing when you were a kid? I like your blouse. Were you homeschooled?
They did do this on a TV show. They took the men on one island and they put the women on the one island and they said, survive. And the women had to be saved within a day.
The expedition party are dehydrated, hopelessly lost, and wandering directionless.
Walking is painful now. I feel dreadful. I never thought I would be so desperate for food and water.
The men had like water going, they had houses, they all had their assigned roles where the women were just like arguing about who could do what.
Are you ready to be a husband?
Mentally, I would say I'm like 70%.
Look here, man. The fact of the matter that you even had to split this into categories says no. Why can't you just accept the fact that you're not ready?
Yeah, I know I'm not ready.
Then get out of the conversation. You're not in a husband relationship conversation. So why are you trying to get women to look at you in a way that you're not?
Because those are my goals for the future, and I understand.
Mother French toast, I don't care about your future. It's 8 years away.
Okay.
I've had to raise my voice and got to a place where I'm chastising because I've told you, you're not ready yet.
I understand that, Kevin.
This is what happens to so many young black men because we don't have fathers and we're not juniors. We are trying to become men before time, and we think we're trying to do all this stuff too soon. You're not ready. Guys, there is nothing wrong with not being ready.
Ain't it crazy that he got kicked out and she got to stay? Like, don't get me wrong, obviously, guy isn't supposed to be in a female bathroom, but who invited him in there? I think the craziest part is that on the low, this is a baddie, and she's getting pumped and dumped by some gas station worker. This is what's fun and exciting in the new age, huh? Yikes.
But when a woman says, I don't want to have a baby, it goes for everyone. It feels like, girl, no, it goes one year out the other.
Yeah, they're like, well, you don't know. You might change your mind. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not going to. Yeah. You might, though. I'm not going to. I'm telling you, you might have. I didn't.
Yes.
Like, and even like, I've watched some girls like on TikTok who have become moms, and it felt like very quickly, which like, cool, more power to you. I love watching mommy vloggers like on TikTok, but I like watching them probably the same way they like watching me, which is like animals in the zoo.
Yeah, literally,
because
it's like a documentary.
I'm like, wow, I could never imagine. But like, never am I watching, and I'm like, ooh, I wish. Ooh, I wish.
A 21-year-old woman and a 21-year-old man, who has the highest marketplace value?
The woman.
25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman, who has the highest marketplace value?
The woman again.
A 30-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man, who has a higher marketplace value?
The man.
The 35-year-old man and a 35-year-old woman, who has a higher marketplace value?
The man.
And as I keep going in 5-year increments, will women ever overtake a man's marketplace value?
Not in the long term, no.
No. Will it grow at a steady rate or will it get exponentially larger? Meaning a 50-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman, will they have the same difference between them as a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman, or will it be greater?
It'd be greater.
Thank you. So by math, you've just said women have roughly a 10-year period before their value dips below men. So it doesn't matter if men aren't ready. Women got 10 years.
Okay, that's actually one of the points I agree with you.
But that's at the basis of all my arguments.
A lot of these modern women don't seem to understand that the internet is forever. The stuff that they say, the stuff that they do is forever. All of the tweets that you out there tweeting, all of the videos, all that stuff that you was posting out here when you was wilding out is still there. It's still there. And you got a lot of brothers out here won't even say nothing to you. Won't even say nothing to you. Man, some of these boys be done pulled up your social media so fast, make your head spin. I don't even know how they find it so fast. But they find it and they just be sitting there checking you out. See you wilding out, see you doing stupid stuff. Just looking you up before they commit. And then when you, oh man, what happened between us? Why you just stopped texting? Because I saw you was out there wilding. And you talking about your standards and what you're not going to accept from a man and all that other stuff. Absolutely not.
A lot of men feel like we as women, we are taught to put a lot on men's back, right? So men are really at the space now where they feel like, okay, I want to see what you could do for me, which is nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, your role as a man is to lead. So me as a female, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, but you still got to do what you need to do as a man to lead. You don't need to be crying about what you should be doing. Like if you show me that you can lead, then I'm going to follow. But if you crying to me and then I'm leading and then you mad because I'm leading and now you tight or you feel like your masculinity is minimized, that's not my fault. Because as a man, you're supposed to lead.
Men don't care about your feelings. Men are not emotional. They don't care about how they hurt you. They don't care how when they said this, it upset you. They don't care. But what they do care about is their ego. So if you really want to hurt a man, you go radio silent. If I feel myself like really tweaking out, I literally just go to this app and I vent. I let it all out here. My text is in the black and then the blue text. It responds. It's like a coach and it asks follow-up questions to help me think a little bit deeper. And it has memory too. So it like remembers his name, it remembers situations, but I will not be reaching out to him. And that's your power. Silence.
I want to see if he really loves you for you. Cut your hair. Cut it really short. Don't even tell him. Just cut it. You'll see.
Why? So you can regret it for the next few months or however long it takes to grow back? And for what? Playing these weird games? Why would you go out of your way to challenge his attraction for you? Like, yeah, I know there's a lot of guys out there who are attracted to women with shorter hair. Yes, valid. But if you know deep down your man probably isn't one of them, you're gonna purposely try to make yourself less attractive to him? What's the point of that? So if you like your man as is and he purposely like shaved his beard off to see if you were still attracted to him, would that be okay? No? Why do we always accuse men of toxic masculinity when they have a preference on something, but us ladies, we're allowed to have as many preferences and requirements as we want? If you genuinely believe the only reason he's with you is for your looks and your personality isn't good enough and you're that insecure, then you need to do some work on yourself to fix that. And maybe get some hobbies or improve your personality so you feel like you have more to offer the relationship. But this isn't on him, this is on you.
Name one thing that women created. 8 billion people.
Yes! That's what we've been saying! That's exactly right. Women, you are awesome at being mothers. You're so good at it. God made you for it. And you should pursue it. You should pursue it. In fact, we should build our entire economy around the fact that women were created to be wives and mothers. You should pursue motherhood and not pursue ascending the corporate ladder. Christ is king, and he has made you for a purpose. And this feminist actually understands that. You know, I don't think she understood the implications, but Christ is king, and women make great mothers.
No protection from the men. Right now, if men did protect women, y'all could walk out in this street and no one could stop it. Who's gonna stop it? Men keep other men in check. That's why it's sad that women talk so low to men when literally women wouldn't have anything if men decided we're not going to give it to you. Men lower themselves to raise women up. Because if a man decided that he wanted to just continue to oppress you, what could you do to stop it? If men collectively said, we're going to continue to women, we're going to continue to keep women in the house and barefoot and pregnant, what could women do to stop it?
Nothing.
Thank you, dear.
That's a fact.
So men should be looked at a lot better than they are because we're looked at as horrible people and we're literally protecting and building society.
Do you think women ruin good men? And do you think this generation is easy to give up on marriage instead of fighting for your love?
No, I don't think we have a weak generation that gives up on love. I think everything goes back to who's your mama and your dad. And did they raise you right?
Did not say
So,
that.
a good man can't be ruined by an entitled woman. A good man says, I gotta go.
I love this answer.
And then move to the next one. And maybe it's a better one. Yep, so that's it.
Okay, do you feel like people quit or do you feel like they fight for relationships?
No, I think a good man and a good woman will fight for a relationship. And again, it goes back to, how you were raised and what your values are. Relationships are hard. And so when you're growing up, if you're taught relationships are hard. And that's why they make you take vows. I promise, no matter what happens, I'm going to stick with this because it's hard. It's hard. And that's why, you go before your friends and God and say, I'm not giving up. So if you were raised in a way to keep a strong relationship, then you won't give up. You'll keep working for it.
I find it intriguing that a lot of white guys start to date Asians when they turn 40, 50s. But after some observations, I think I understood why. I think white women are like Cadillac Escalades. They're fancy, very exquisite. But after you put on some miles, they can get a little hard to maintain. I'm like a Toyota. Reliable, affordable, and after you put on a lot of miles, easy to trade in for a new one.
You like him a bit too much, and he knows it. You're answering every single text message he sends to you within minutes. You're answering every single phone call when he calls you. You're answering every FaceTime when he FaceTimes you. You got to pull back. Because men feed off of this when they know they got you hooked and that you are interested in him and you like him a bit too much. They know it. Every date he plans is a yes, 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 yes. Like, this man can literally take you from a Michelin star restaurant on the first few dates, and he's dropping it to 3 stars, 2-star, 1-star restaurants. Before you know it, you're at McDonald's on a date. Because you then said yes to everything this man puts out there, everything this man does. Everything this man suggests, you're saying yes. I want y'all to pull back, okay? There are so many men out here who look good. I can guarantee you there's probably somebody else who looks just as good as him or even looks better. All right. So you got to pull back. If you overlike him, he will know. And he's going to feel like there's no need to continue to chase you or try to impress you because you like him too much.
That 304 lifestyle, an expiration date on it. Modern women don't like to hear it, but it really does. It really does. These modern women be out here getting all the attention in their 20s, 30s, you 23, looking nice. But that attention at 23 ain't the same as that attention at 33. It's not. I know there's a few women out there that y'all be staking y'all or anchoring whatever your expectations to. Y'all not gonna get the same results. y'all not gonna get the same results. You're not. When that attention dries up, it's over with. That lifestyle ain't gonna last. I'm sorry. I know y'all think it is. It's not. And the problem is, a lot of these modern women be going down that way. And they be in that thing for 10, 15 years. And by the time they really understand and realize, hey, this ain't gonna work for me, it'd be too late.
If any of you wondered whatever happened to the DoorDash girl after she got herself into trouble for filming a man half naked and then posting it all over TikTok, well, I have an update for you that I want to give, because as predicted, nobody else is talking about it. But why did I predict that nobody else was going to be talking about this? Because this is a case where at first, everyone thought that the woman was the victim because she claimed SA. Well, we soon discovered that that is not what happened. The man ended up being incapacitated, passed out on his couch in his home because he had been drinking. And what actually happened is that this woman decided to take a video of this man when he was naked from the waist down, and she posted it all over social media for millions to see. So she got charged with 2 felonies. And then the last update that we heard widespread was when she had to show up in court in January, and she was responding to those charges. She pled not guilty, and then she asked the judge to not allow cameras, which was kind of funny because here she was just willing and able to post everything online when she was the victim. But then as soon as tides turned, she had a problem with the public knowing. Which brings me to today's update. She was due back in court at the end of January, but guess what? She did not show because she didn't have to. The case was moved from the city where she was originally charged, and now the case is going to stand in front of a grand jury, which means that the grand jury is going to determine if she should have been charged or if the charges should be dropped. If you guys want a full detailed explanation of what led up to this and what it actually means, I did compile all of that information into a long format video, which is available where you can find long format videos, if you know what I mean.
Hey, look, a lady that built me an empire. Anytime my husband says stuff like, I can help you clean, I'll help you change a diaper, I always say to him, you're not helping me, you're doing your responsibilities. You should just be happy you're married. We should normalize not partners on the internet. But the funny thing is, somebody calls her out of like, you don't work. And she's like, oh, taking care of a baby's not work? No. It's your responsibility. Somebody call me Rolex, because I'm clocking it. I think some of you have taken the 50-50 stance the wrong way. You know, it's like a friendship between fellas. It all comes out in the wash, right? You know, I get dinner this week, and a couple weeks down the road, he's like, oh, you got it last time, I'll get it this time. Same general idea, right? You know, it's not 50% of all the house care, 50% of all the child care. It's do what you can when you're home. And my favorite part about saying that is there's going to be ladies that are like, women work too. And I didn't say anything about gender. Our relationship with so many outside forces is doomed to be invaded, all right? As long as it's not DV, chill the f*** out. And what I meant by my beginning statement about her building me an empire, it's because she's a cunt. Cunt! Merchant's a bio.
Older brothers turned against me and are refusing to throw me another baby shower. They said I'm the only one in the house with kids, but everybody in the house takes care of them, but that's not true. Sis, they tired. We got 4 little motherfuckers running around the house. They tired. Why the baby daddy can't pay for the baby shower? They tired. They done did the first 4. They not getting you pregnant, sis. What about that man? They tired of catering the meatballs, getting the venue. They tired. And then you got these rascals running around the motherfucking house. These is all your kids. Where is them dads? I know they taking care. I know you're lying, sis. They taking care of it. That's why they said another one. And then you talk about fund the baby shower. Fund some birth control. Stop opening your legs. It's hard. No.
I want another thing. Stop being nice to these men. They don't want no nice woman. They want somebody that's mean to them. You over there trying to figure out what to do, helping him in situations and scenarios, things coming up in his life. You look like Pete Mission. That's what you look like. Don't help no grown man. Don't help no grown man.
Since when is showing up in a relationship and being there for someone considered pick-me behavior? It's so crazy that y'all will sit here and talk about men and be mean to men while simultaneously preaching that you want princess treatment and to be treated like a wife. How the do you expect to be treated like a wife if you can't even treat him like a husband? Make that make sense. Some of y'all need to go back to kindergarten and then learn to treat others how you want to be treated, because if you're going to treat a man like that, then don't get mad when he finally speaks up for himself and treats you the exact same way that you're treating him. But not only that, the funny thing about it is that women like this will meet the man of their dreams where he checks off all of the boxes, he's emotionally intelligent, he knows how to communicate, and guess what? He's not going to put up with the baby games and the because he wants peace and he doesn't want this chaos. So what ends up happening, she perpetuates the same toxic, manipulative relationships because she's creating the cycle that she can't get out of, so then she can cry later on that no good men exist or all men are trash, even though she started it in the first place. And these are the same women that can't understand why they can't attract good men, but this is also why so many men have checked out of dating altogether, because why the are they going to put in 1,000% all of the time and give women time, effort, energy, money, and all of these things for women to turn around and be mean to them because they're emotionally stunted and don't know how to have real relationships or partnerships? And it's pick me energy to want to give and receive and be equal in a relationship. Okay, bye.
To be a girl, it's very expensive, actually. Do your nails every 10 days, do your hair, to get all the lotion, the perfume. Good perfume is hundreds of dollars. To buy these outfits, to buy the shoes, to buy all these things, to look like a 10. When you have some girls that do all this, but will accept 50-50.
A woman like this will never bring you peace, homie. You know, there's men out here that will sit and pay all of their bills, take them here, take them there, give them their paychecks. No joke, you know, and this kind of woman will never bring you what you need, man. You know, a woman of God, I talk about this all the time. A woman of God is going to know what's in front of her, man. She's going to know you are a blessing to her life. And the same thing goes for a man. You know, it's finding a partner that's going to, you know, speak life into you. She ain't going to take from you. Instead of take, she's going to serve you. That's why I talk about on this channel, man. We gotta find partners that are gonna serve you, and you obviously have to serve them too, man. You know, that's the problem with our social media is the devil's in here, you know, making everything sideways. People out here thinking that, you know, they're to find this perfect person that's gonna do everything they want them to do, and the reality is marriage is about serving your partner, not the other way around. The marriage is about sacrifice, realizing that there is a part of you that is going to die. The moment you say your I do's, you are saying goodbye to yourself, right? And you're gonna walk forwards with that person in one flesh. And I just hope more people can understand that, man.
This is an apology to the man who I talked to at Thirsty Beaver, who told me he was 6'6" and I didn't believe him, and I took out literally the Apple measurement app, which, by the way, I found out is very accurate when it comes to height, because I re-looked at the picture. He's 6'6". He's very much 6'6". I told him he was not 6'6". I was like, no, you're 6'3". It says 6'3". And do you see the disgust in his face? Do not question a man's height. Especially a tall man's height.
If you want to detach from something or someone, I want you to listen to this video. Everything in life is an experience. Everything in life is just an experience, okay? And I need you to remind yourself that every day. This is just an experience. This is just an experience I have to experience in order to actually get the thing I want. Do you really think the reason why you're attached right now is you think that that is the best you can do? So you're grabbing onto it. Oh, I need this. I need this thing. I need this thing. That thing needs you more than you need it. You're just learning from the experience to actually get what you want. Do you really think God in the universe is not going to hand you what you want at the end of the day after doing all that work? No. The reason why you're attached is because you have more trust in this situation than you do in a higher power to actually give you what you want. But I'm telling you, you are free to let go. And remind yourself that. I am free to let go. I'm free to let go because anything that is meant for me will never pass me by. And if I grip onto it too much, it will be snatched out of my hand. It will. It will, babe. Okay? So whoever's listening to this, you're free to let go. Anything that's meant for you will never pass you by, point blank, period. Work on yourself. This thing is just an experience.
everything on this earth, an experience. The money, an experience. It's not even yours. Nothing belongs to you. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear that, but yeah. Anyways, I love you guys and follow for more.
What's funny is a lot of these dating coaches, a lot of these dating coaches are lying to these ladies. They're lying to them. Oh, well, you got all the time in the world. Freeze your eggs. And that biological clock. Y'all, they got you out here thinking it's a myth. It's not. I'm trying to tell you right now. Y'all focusing on your career. You thinking you got time. Don't worry about all that other nonsense. And y'all believed it. Y'all believed it. Now you 37 years old trying to freeze your eggs. Why? You didn't have to go through all of that. Doctors telling, hey man, it's complicated. You know, it ain't. Modern women, I'm telling you, man, these modern women don't find out until it's too late. They don't care until it's too late. They be living a lifestyle and going and doing things, and then when it come time to figure out what now let me get my life together. All of a sudden, oh shoot, man, and then that's when you see him crying on Instagram and TikTok because they was messing around, and the doctor told him some bad news. I mean, it ain't like you terminally ill. It ain't like nothing like that, but you just destroyed my future, and now you got to write a book about what could have been. And now you want to make a movie and get on the New York Times bestseller list because there's a lot of modern women doing stupid stuff like that.
Cheat on me?
I was ovulating. You don't know women. You haven't grown up with women. My body, I was just listening to my body.
This is just a skit, I hope. But at the same time, it's funny because it's true. Here are the main points.
Why did you cheat on me?
I was ovulating. You don't know women. I have to reproduce. I was just listening to my body.
So you're blaming science for you cheating on me?
Yes, I have no control. You obviously don't understand what it's like being a woman.
Fine, I cheated on you too.
You know, what? Men suck.
In other words, when I do it, it's not my fault. It was my star sign. It was my trauma. But when you do it, you're a piece of garbage, and this should happen to you. And men and women both do this. They say, okay, I wanted something, and I thought about doing it, and then I did it, but the decision just came from somewhere else. It came from the environment into my life. But for some reason that I think is evolutionary, human beings generally absolve women of accountability. They are protected. I think it's because if you don't protect women from the consequences of their actions, then you have fewer women available, which means fewer babies. It's an evolutionary leftover from an earlier time. If you preserve women, your group grows like this, and if you don't, it grows like this. And a lot of our more ancient instincts just don't work as well in the modern world. For example, the dynamics from this video are just terrible for a corporate environment. Most people believe divorce law favors women. I've heard of some bad mothers winning custody. Apparently, this girl stabbed her boyfriend 100 times and then got let go because it wasn't her, it was the cannabis, which was also not her fault. You may also remember a slogan from a few years ago that was particularly one-sided. It's even the law in some places that if a man and a woman have alcohol and go home together, that the man can get in trouble but not the woman. What if it's a man and a man or a woman and a woman? How do they tell who's a criminal? Do they just go with whoever has the shortest haircut? This is Self-Maximize, the mind map that I've been teasing for 6 months. It's 15 pages long. Look at all these triangles. What do they mean? It is designed to make you not blame your actions on the world, but rather to understand where in your mind and in your urges they came from. It's a tool for reducing the mystery zone where what somebody says is different from what they do, which can be very confusing. Basically, I'm saving the world from manipulative lies and teaching you how to be a more effective person at the same time through pure genius. It'll be out soon.
Why do women expect perfection out of men, but expect the man to accept their flaws?
It is true that a lot of women do expect perfection out of men. I was one of those women. A lot of women are conditioned and trained and programmed to believe that men have to be perfect. We done seen all of these Disney movies and stuff like that, Prince Charming and stuff like that. He was perfect. And then also your aunties and the women in your life, even the men would tell you that you need this kind of man, and they don't talk about the flaws that a man will actually have. I can speak to that point because I pedestalized my husband, and he's the one that had to tell me I had to stop doing that. I used to call my husband my gold man because he was perfect. And the moment that he did something that offended me and hurt me, it seemed like my whole world just crumbled. And he told me, he said, baby, take me off that pedestal. He like, I'm a human. I'm going to make mistakes. So we do that. A lot of times as women, we live in fantasy worlds.
And that's literally the truth. We women expect a lot from men. And truth is, I also put my husband in that pedestal, I just believe he's perfect. And I always, he just has to be perfect. And that's why when he does something that I do not like, it it pisses me off. It gets me, so mad. And yeah, so sometimes we have to reduce those expectations, because men, they're human. They can make mistakes. But like the first lady said, cheating ain't a mistake. Yeah, that one, nah.
Things that women take to the grave.
Yes, ma'am.
Cheating. Maybe hoe stories, what you be.
Ooh, like body counts and stuff.
Body counts, yes.
Yeah.
Take it to the grave.
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
No, don't. Y'all lying ass thoughts.
That ugly money.
If you bad enough to do it, you should be bad enough to tell it.
That ugly money.
Y'all always talk about keep it real with me, just be honest with me.
Alley-oop.
Y'all be lying more than the rug.
Alley-oop.
Women lie more than men. They lie better. They lie longer.
That ugly money.
They lie quicker.
Premeditated lie.
Yes. Women lie better.
That ugly money.
They are lot that listen. A woman will lie. Will look you dead in your face, crying with tears in her eyes, mascara going down her face. She lying. She still cracked.
That ugly money.
You cracked them. Don't believe them, especially when they cry. When they cry, they really lie. That means they're not crying because they're emotional. They're crying because you're getting close to the truth. Oh my God, how did he figure that out? How did he figure out that I was cracking his cousin?
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
Give me the receipt.
I don't have a receipt.
Then you can't get it. I need the receipt.
Okay.
You can go back.
I shop here. I should come here every day. So you're telling me some Andrew. I'm gonna call corporate and I'm gonna send this video.
You think I give a
Okay, Andrew.
Genuinely,
okay.
I give a honestly,
I think we're all collectively Team Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Is he wrong for cursing you out? Maybe. But honestly, sometimes my patience. I don't have patience for that stupid ass shit. Here's the backstory. From my understanding, you know how ice machines at those places have like mold in them? So I guess she got some ice and there was some mold in there. You should be angry. You should be like, oh, what the f is this? I understand that. The guy asked you for, hey, can you just give me your receipt so I can give you a refund? And you want to turn the camera on and record thinking that you're going to be in the right. No, it's now shifted. You have no self-awareness. It's now shifted. You taking on the camera and he's saying, well, all I need is the receipt so I can give you a refund. And you over here like, really, Andrew? I eat here every day. First of all, eating at Sonic every day, it's kind of egregious. And expensive. I'm not here to judge you. If you eat at Sonic every single day, do your thing. Eat at McDonald's every day, do your motherfucking thing. You do what you gotta do. I'm just saying, there's a better way. You turn the camera on and post this to social media thinking that everybody's gonna be on your side. We're Team Andrew. Because we see ourselves in Andrew. I've worked in fast food. I've worked in a restaurant and stuff like that. And you'd be like, ma'am, I would love to give you a refund. I just need this thing. And the person's just going on and on and on. It's like, yo, you know what then? It gets to some point, it's like, well, what do you want then? You want to kiss your toes? I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna let you be just because I work at Sonic. You. And Sonic, don't fire him, yo. Don't fire him. He did what he's supposed to do. Hey, do you have the receipt? You don't have the receipt? I can't give you a refund. You know what I'm saying? And the cups just had ice in it, so you just bought that. Just give him the receipt. He gives you a refund. We don't got to hear about this shit.
Don't nothing piss off a woman who has had a BBL done more than a natural woman with a natural body, little, whatever it may be, living a life that she feels like said BBL should have entitled her to. Oh, they can't stand it. And it's not up for debate. I've seen it too many times. Women go get these BBLs and they feel like they are entitled to live a certain lifestyle. Houses, cars, men with money, financial stability. They feel like a BBL is going to upgrade their entire life, and it does not. All it does is enhances your backside. And when they see a woman with a man, they feel like they should be entitled to living a life, whether it is marriage, kids, whatever it may be, that does not sit well with them. And what I think people have to realize when they go out and get these BBLs is that BBL does nothing more than enhance your bottom. It does not fix any of the issues you had prior to a BBL. Meaning, don't fix your personality, it don't fix that bad attitude. It does not really help with self-esteem or confidence. All it does is enhances a part of your body. And I'm not here to bash anyone who has had surgery. If you feel that is right for you, that is fine. But you still need to address the underlying issues you have that is keeping you from said life you feel like you are entitled to. Because plastic surgery is not going to do it. BBL is not going to do it. Men may be attracted to your rear end, but there's going to have to be more to go with it. If all you have to offer is an upgraded bottom, there are so many men that will sleep with you and go on about their business because men are looking for more than just BBLs. 90% of them. So all I'm saying, before y'all go out here and get these BBLs and get mad at everybody because it's not entitled, you're not getting what you feel you're entitled to, understand that you need to be happy with you outside of a BBL. You gotta be confident with you and yourself. BBLs do not upgrade your life or fix your life. All they're gonna do is enhance wherever they put that fat. That's it, nothing more. And I'm sorry, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger, but I'm just telling you, you need more than a BBL. Good day.
I think I just identified the single most important character trait to select for if you're looking for a partner. With the caveat, of course, that there's no way to keep yourself 100% safe if you're dating men. That's just the nature of patriarchy and patriarchal programming. It pops out at the most inconvenient moments, and there's no way to predict for it. But outside of that, I just saw this quote that said, "Not everyone grows older. Some people just age and get more set in their ways." And I've heard that in various ways before, but it hit me that we as women are conditioned to see men for their potential and to see relationships as the vehicle for reaching that potential and to see ourselves and our role as fueling them to reach that potential. And that results in women throwing away their lives, throwing away their life spark into essentially a black hole because these men don't change and they don't grow because men are not socialized to grow. That's why they're not. That's why they're not doing introspection. That's why they're not, examining their patriarchal conditioning. That's why they're not growing in character at all, because they are socialized to believe that the world should bend to meet them instead of the other way around. And not only does that have a number of consequences for women specifically, because these relationships often turn with men who have no interest in growing, but also the opposite of that is that growth and growth mindsets are what get people through difficult stages of life, period, point blank. Because if you bring up a problem to someone who is of a growth mindset, first of all, they're actually going to listen because they can hear you, because they're in the constant process of upgrading their own system. So someone else pointing out an upgrade that needs to be made isn't offensive. And then they also will be able to take that information, think about it, and actually make changes from what they've discovered because they have a growth mindset. And if a person doesn't have a growth mindset, those are the people who shut down. Those are the people who can't handle it or get in their ego because they're not in the practice of growing. So it's obviously not foolproof, but if you want to have a life that grows with you through all its different stages, find someone who is already in the practice of growth.
My friend, it's a guy that she's dealing with. He comes over her house almost every other night. They are active. She really likes him, almost in love with him, but he's steady we're just friends. But his actions are not giving just friends.
So hold on, time out. He comes over her house.
Yeah.
Every other night.
Yeah, he never spends a night though, but they hang out.
Hang out where? In public?
Yeah, they go to bars sometimes.
At night?
At night.
Do she go over his house?
He lives with his mom, so she never really...
Roughly how old would you say this man is?
He's 34, she's 32.
Do his mama stay with him or he stay with his mama?
He stays with his mom in an apartment.
In an apartment? Do he got his own bedroom?
No.
Okay. I think that men are no longer having the need to lie to women because if she likes you enough, she will lie to herself.
Yeah.
That man said that we are friends, then guess what? We are friends. Say it with me, lady. Don't make no relationship. Coming over every night don't make no relationship. Playing house and fixing things don't make no relationships. 1, 2, 3, say, that's my friend.
That's my friend.
That's not her man. Until a man is intentional about you and he claims you as his with action and integrity, because the thing about it is, if we unpack the story a little bit more, a man at that big grown age who doesn't have anything for himself yet is not ready, prepared, or even willing to take a woman as his. So he's keeping her in that friend space because that's what he has capacity to give her right now. That may not even be a reflection of how he feels about her, but a reflection of how his situation is set up. We need to be asking friend why she wants to be anything more than a friend to someone who doesn't have things together to provide for him as a man for himself yet.
Don't, a good thing. There were times in your life where you might not have been able to provide for yourself in a way that gives you your own place when rent is high as, but that don't mean you're not deserving of love. They're probably not coming over during the daytime because he got a job. Y'all need to be worried about
He
the niggas
don't
that
have
come.
a job.
Come on, work with me.
I'm
Work
sorry,
with me.
babe. I'm sorry.
There's a lot.
A lot of these modern women, what they try to do is they try to keep a man as a backup plan. Bars. They try to keep a man as a backup plan, right? A lot of times, dude, he might not even know it. He might think that he's pushing towards something because that's the way she's acting, right? He was like, oh man, I'm just trying to be a good person, I'm trying to be a good dude. And so I'm thinking that she's taking me seriously, right? But she's keeping that man around just in case. Oh, let me see if you want to go to dinner. And then they'll put some bait out there as, you know, if you take me to dinner, this might be the time, right? Just trying to, you know, kind of keep him right there. Hey, you know, I really love that you allow me to basically, they're not going to say it like this, but basically emotionally dump on me. I like that. But you never really give that guy a shot. You never really give that guy a chance. You know that guy is stable. You know that guy will do anything for you. But you keep on messing around. And a lot of these modern women mess around, fool around, and that man move on and go find somebody else. And even if he don't, he just decide, hey man, I don't want to do this no more. And they get mad at the man as if he done something wrong. We didn't already seen it on TikTok. Woman mad because the man was like, hey man, I got a wife now, or I got a girlfriend now. I can't, you know, be doing what we doing. We friends. Why she can't allow it? Because what we were doing, I'm going to give that energy to my wife. You had a chance to have it, but apparently you didn't want it.